snap.
I hate YouTube latency. It's so bad.
How long is it? Like a
Good, like fucking 20 seconds.
Ew.
damn,
Yeah, it's bad. It's
not
real
even
bad.
milliseconds, but
Mm-mm.
actual seconds.
Like actual seconds. It's really bad. Oh, okay.
I don't know how to delete all this shit.
I hate YouTube latency. Okay, we're good. We're good. I think. It's so bad.
How long is
Okay, yeah, we got everybody. Okay, cool. Welcome back to D&D. It's been a hot minute since we've actually done anything with this game because life has a way of kicking our asses. But I will say I'm happy to be back. Breakdown.
Continue.
So you guys had killed the big bad douchey motherfucker of Isaac. Returned home, had a sending off ceremony where Callista had left in search of her son. Diana, we'll call her because I know it starts with a D, but I don't remember her actual name. Took over the Khajiit, not Khajiit, Tabaxi, that had lost her wife, had taken over the Silverhaven Islands, or Silver Isles. You guys had set off in search of some of the bigger libraries in order to decipher some of the books and texts and pages, notes, and all that fun stuff that you had gotten from Isaac on his ship that you would hope would tie into whatever he was attempting to do with his crusade of Dead Sea people. In the process of doing so, you had set off on your ship, and a member of your party, who is not here currently, was kidnapped / I guess you guys wouldn't have known that, but we'll call it anyways, kidnapped into the Fey realm through Killian's pocket dimension, and then you all followed through and jumped in, and I will move us to what you see with that, if I can find where map you guys are on. This one.
Are we actually streaming? Because I don't see it on YouTube. Or are you just recording?
Nope, it's actual streaming. I forgot to mention this. We are on a different channel, which I will give you guys the channel on break after. Yeah, I'll give you guys the channel on break whenever we get to that. But what was I gonna say? Oh, so you all jump through the portal and are immediately hit with a wave of humidity. And this is a warm, actually it's not really a warm humidity. This is a different humidity than you're used to because the sea is very, it's very wet on the sea because you're on the ocean. This is like a swampy, dense humidity, but it's also cool. And around you, the chirping, and yeah, pretty much, it's like winter in Louisiana. But all around you, I'm going to zoom in, are trees and marshy mud ground with grass and reeds growing up around you. And off to your right, you do hear the sounds of something traveling through the trees.
I would like to investigate the sounds stealthily.
Okay.
Precautiously.
Okay. If you are trying to move forward stealthily, roll me a stealth check. I will also say the sounds off to your right are moving very rapidly away from you.
Okay. I guess what I'll have to do is I would like to use a charge from my sword and fly up and see if I can see what's running.
Okay.
Maybe would that be perception?
Yeah, actually, roll me a perception check then, if you're no longer trying to be stealthy.
14.
Okay. So you do see a glimpse of a figure, humanoid, a little larger than like a normal person would be, swinging through the trees,
It's the hat.
with, yeah, just swinging through the trees, and you do catch a glimpse of Lilith hanging from this person's back as they swing through the trees.
Okay. Do we know exactly what direction, or do we just know a general?
So you guys jumped out of the portal pretty much right where you're at, kind of like on this muddy path with trees around you. All of that noise was coming from this direction off over here, if you can see my ping. So you flew up, kind of like up above the tree line, and saw them moving in this direction. Here, I'll draw you a little, that direction.
All right. I'll deactivate my fly.
Well, you have it for another hour. So you just have your wings for an hour.
Oh, sweet. Well, I'll go ahead and shout down to the rest of the group. Hey, there is some monkey-like creature swinging through the trees with our girl, headed this way. Chase after it. I'll start flying rapidly towards where the creature is going.
Okay. What is everyone's movement speed?
I don't know while I'm flying.
It's the same as your walking speed.
Okay, 30 feet.
Okay.
30 as well.
Okay.
35.
30, but
I also.
I was gonna see. So, for wild shape,
Mhm.
can I do a dire wolf? I can't find it like on the extras.
I think so. What's the CR rating on a direwolf? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Because I know wild shape has something to do with the CR rating and stuff like that as well. At least I think.
Firewolf is
Yeah.
on there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you go.
But
would
I
say.
think it also depends on how low it is on the rating of.
It's
like,
a challenge rating of 1.
I think at this level you should be able to not polymorph, wild shape into that. I think.
I don't think so.
No?
I thought it was 0.5 or lower.
Is it 0.5 or lower?
Yeah, because I'm not a land. I'm a.
Okay.
A beast that you have seen before of a challenge rating of
It's a CR
half or
40.
lower that doesn't have a flying speed.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can't do that.
Regular
Never mind.
wolf
And that's at
Yeah.
fourth level.
You could do a regular
or
wolf.
giant wolf spider. 40-foot climb, 40-foot speed.
I'll just do regular wolf.
Okay.
There's a
wild
couple
shape.
of things that you could do that are.
All right. So,
I'll look back to see if anybody wants to get on my back, and if not, then I'm gonna book it.
okay.
I got a 35 movement speed, so
Yes.
I could probably keep up.
I was gonna say I think
Someone else can jump.
Neela would be the only one small enough to be able to get on your back, especially with just a regular wolf.
Yeah, I'm a big guy.
Yeah, dire wolf I would say it'd be a different story, but just a regular wolf, Neela would be the only one big enough. And what is your movement speed of the wolf?
40.
Okay. So,
Screw it, let's
Yeah,
go.
40.
I'll jump on then.
Okay.
That's five feet faster than me.
Okay.
At
So
least there's 2 of us.
you all take off at breakneck speeds, full speed through the woods, chasing after whatever this entity is that has your friend. You all are falling behind. The speed of this creature is incredible. The only ones that are actually matching pace with it, I will say, is Neela and Killian. Jesus Christ, not Killian.
How
Is it
far
Killian?
ahead
It is
of
Killian.
us Is it?
Yes.
Currently, it's about 70, 80 feet ahead of you. They had
Okay.
a bit of a head start because they, like the actions that followed jumping through the portal, Lilith went through with said entity. Entity knew where it was going, so it could immediately leave. You guys came through the portal, got your surroundings, heard it about 50 feet off to your right, because it was like very quick with everyone going through the portal and all that stuff. Flew up, and it was gaining that distance as you guys figured out where it was going and took off after it.
Okay. So nobody else is around me now. Then I'm behind.
Yeah, you are. I'm assuming everyone's dashing as well. So yeah, you are falling a little bit behind Neela and Killian.
Can I cast Thunderstep then, which will put me 90 feet?
Okay.
Would that get me
That would get you.
anywhere close?
I will say that will get you just behind this entity. Yes.
Okay.
What are you doing?
When I get up there?
Yes. Well, I will actually explain what you see when you get up there. So you thunderstep ahead of you, and are immediately kind of directly behind and below this creature because it is swinging through the tops of the trees. You do see the figure of a man, kind of long, grayish blonde hair, but there's something off about him. He doesn't have any legs. And he is currently swinging through the trees with two arms, one grabbing a branch and the other one like reaching forward to grab another one. But you see a third arm appear out of his side to grab onto like a tree base, like the side of a tree, to kind of support himself and move. And instead of swinging, he's almost like his body doesn't drop and swing like a monkey would swing through a tree. It is just stagnant, moving forward very quickly as multiple arms reach out and grab trees and move him through this space, while one of them is holding Lilith to his back.
Okay. I have a crossbow,
Mm-hmm.
so I guess I will shoot that at him.
Okay. Roll the hit.
I also do have a spear that I can throw.
Okay. I will say, what's the range on the spear?
How do I check that?
Yeah, so
A
6.
spear or javelin?
I think it's a.
After I sprinted my 60 feet,
Mm-hmm.
like through the air, could I throw it another 60 feet?
Yeah, so you are currently about 70 to 80. Actually, with yours, you'd be about 90, same as Jen, which isn't out of disadvantage, so you would just be a normal roll. So yes, you may. The 21 does hit, Jen. Roll your damage.
Okay.
Cool. 11 points of damage.
Okay. And where are you aiming, actually?
I want to aim for a kidney.
Okay. So you loose the crossbow bolt, and it sinks in, and you kind of hear like a faint grunt of pain as that bolt sinks in and lodges. He's not really wearing any armor. He's got a very loose kind of tunic and some pants on, which basically just to cover his bottom midsection because he technically has no legs.
But he still has body parts.
He does still have body parts. What did you roll to hit with the javelin? I'm assuming is what it is.
That's a 5.
It does not hit, unfortunately. You
Okay.
loose your javelin and it sinks into a tree as he moves past it.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and remove it from my inventory then.
Jen, I will say you see this, and Killian and Neela, you guys can kind of catch a glimpse of this too, as he crossbow bolt lodges into his kidney, and he kind of rotates to glare back at you, Jen, and you see yellowish, kind of like almost jaundice color eyes with very bright emerald green irises and some like kind of gnarled, dirty, blackened teeth. as he turns to look at you, and he mutters, "What languages do you speak?"
I speak Common and Giant.
Okay, so you wouldn't understand this. He does mutter something in a language you do not understand, and then he is gone.
Just disappears?
Mhm.
Do I see any, like, bamf, or just, like, he went just instantly invisible?
Roll an Arcana. You do see some sort of magic go off, but roll an
That's what I
Arcana.
thought.
Yeah, roll an Arcana check if you want to try to determine what he used.
Counter spell. I'm just kidding.
I don't know if anybody.
No.
Nat 20.
21.
Good job, Jen.
Okay.
Natural 20.
He teleported.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
How far does
Slow
teleport?
down. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead,
I
Neil.
was gonna say, how far does teleport put you?
Anywhere.
Depends on which.
Yeah, I
Wherever
was
you
gonna
want
say
to go.
anywhere.
Yeah, teleport's one of those far-ranging spells.
Yeah, I figure. I was just trying to remind myself, make sure I was right.
Oh, he
Mhm.
instant teleport. He doesn't have to do a circle.
No, there's teleport and then there's teleportation circle.
Ah.
So there's ritual casting, teleportation circles. Circles help you get from one place to another without like the room for error. So basically, like you would roll whatever the fuck to be in an area. That teleportation circle brings that back down to you're traveling from this point to that point as anchors, and then so on and so
Ryan?
forth.
Teleport is what Essek did for a crit roll
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
That is
versus
that is true. Versus
Yeah.
Caleb's.
Yeah,
Okay,
Caleb's
I'm drawing every
circles.
time.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so the forest falls quiet around you, minus the wildlife that is abound in this forest. What are you all doing?
Seeing him teleport, I'm gonna slow down and just relay that to the others so they don't keep pursuing.
Okay.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
After a teleport, would we be able to see or sense any traces of magic leading to maybe not exactly where this thing went, but maybe a direction?
So the thing, I will allow a roll, because I'm going to add some fun, flavorful stuff because it is the Fey realm. Jen, roll me a, I believe it's a D100 right quick for me, please.
Ooh.
And Bear, absolutely, you may roll an Arcana check.
41.
Damn it, I got an 11.
You got an 11. With that, there is magic strands flowing through this entire place very, very heavily. And upon focusing, you can kind of sense them, but it's almost overwhelming, so you don't actually get the sense of where his specific magic traveled to. So no, you do not with that one. Jen, you gain the greatest epiphany of all time, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Unfortunately, before you have the chance to tell anyone about it and write it down, you forget what the answer is. The number 42 haunts you for the next roll me a d10. However, though you can't quite remember why.
Not 42.
Fantastic movie.
I know, I love that movie.
One of my favorites.
I closed roll 20. Give me 2 seconds.
Aw, okay.
Okay.
What is this? Oh, okay. But yeah, so what are the rest of you doing?
I'm
Was
gonna-
I'm assuming that the overwhelming amounts of magic that I was sensing kind of overloaded me, so I'm assuming I may have hit.
What?
That's what I feel like would be at.
What did you say?
Yeah, you kind of cut out for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said after sensing all of the immense magic that is in this area, I assumed that it would have overloaded me, and maybe I feel like I would have kind of a pretty big headache at the moment. So I'm kind of out for a moment.
Okay. Jen, what'd you roll on your D10?
4.
4. Okay. So for the next 4 hours, the number 42 haunts you, and you don't know why. I'm implementing this, by the way.
42.
Does that mean randomly you're just gonna be like 42?
Agrathea.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, what are you all doing? You are in a unfamiliar place in the middle of a forest. One of your friends is gone somewhere. You don't know where.
I'm gonna sit, try to get Neela off my back.
Well, I was about to say that I'm gonna hop off his back anyways.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna unwild shape. What the hell?
Boy, what the heck?
Don't know what that was.
Did I?
Actually, have we? I mean, we don't have any clue what that is. Does it remind us of anything?
Roll. Trying to remember. I don't think any of you would have any sort of background for this. To just kind of, in order to know who that was, absolutely not. No one has any clue. I'm trying.
It's the bag man.
Yeah, not who, but what? What kind of creature?
Roll
Have
an
4 arms and no legs.
roll an intelligence check.
Did all of us roll that?
Absolutely. Oh, it was much more than 4, Jen. By the way.
Hey yo, I rolled a 14.
Okay.
Hey.
Sorry, give me a second. I was trying to write. What was it? Intelligence?
Intelligence
yeah, I rolled
check.
a 14.
10.
Okay.
She rolled a 15. I rolled a 14.
Yeah, I got the 15.
6.
um.
Me and Killian are just a couple of guys.
What?
Jen, you are on the cusp of figuring out where you are. The answer is just about right there, and then the number 42. Why the fuck?
42. Is it someone's birthday today? Did I
Turns
leave
like
the
it's
other
called.
one?
It's 42. It's called 42.
42. Yeah, I don't know what that was. And where are we?
Do any of us know where we're actually in the Fey realm?
No one has any idea, especially with those rolls. 15 was just below the cusp.
The crispiness.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Shit.
Do we go back the way we came?
I'm not leaving here without my book.
Can we even go back the way we came?
I don't know. I mean, I assume we would walk back that way. If we came in, there must be a way to go out, right?
Okay. Bear, I will say, flying up there, because you have your fly speed for the next roughly about 45 minutes. Looking around, since you are above the canopies of the trees, there is no sun in the sky.
But it's light out.
It is light out. It is cloudy above you, kind of like a dreary day, but there is no specific sun in the sky, no specific light source that is casting light upon this land. And through the breaks in the clouds, you can see what appears to be stars in the sky, but instead of being stagnant, they are moving through the sky. And off to, if you're facing this way, so off to your left, you can see a mountain range running across the land that you are on. And then off to your right, let me look at something right quick. Where is actually, yeah, so off to your left still, you see the mountain range, and just before the mountain range, you kind of see like a kind of a marshy land with plots of islands, just barely making out some of the islands before, like in between you and the mountains, and then off to your right extends more forest and stuff like that.
So, I do have my enchantment book. I am assuming that it has a couple of blank pages like,
Mhm.
towards the back or something like that. From my torch, I'm gonna take some of the char off and attempt to like scribble down, a finger painting map of what I see right now, so we can get, kind of a lay of the land to the rest of the group.
Okay.
So after that, I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the ground and regroup with everybody. And to them, I'm gonna say, while I was up there, and I'll show them the map. This is what I saw. I don't know where north is. The stars in the sky do not stand still. They are constantly moving, and I see no sun. We are lit all around.
Question for the DM.
Why'd you have to make it sound like a
With
riddle?
with this information, can I make another check? Because I just double checked. My circle is tied to the Fey realm. I
Oh.
know that, but I don't know if
Absolutely.
Julia.
I didn't realize your circle was tied to that.
I didn't either. I had to look it up.
Roll with advantage then.
What am I going to be rolling? Like an intelligence check?
Yeah. Or wisdom. I'll let you choose. Because it is tied to your druid circle. So I'll let you use your actual class ability.
21.
Okay. Yeah, you do recognize upon him returning with that information, you realize you are in the Fey realm. In the midst of it.
Oh, Lord.
And all of a sudden,
Y'all.
everything clicks. The density of magic in this land, the stars moving through the sky, the fact that there is no sun, but yet there is still light, everything about what just happened clicks. This is the Fey realm.
With that, I'm just going to, like, wave my hand and do a little druid crafting. And just for spice, it's going to be a little bit more, like, shiny and magical. Oh, yeah.
Roll me a
Ayo.
D100.
Is it gonna explode?
96.
Oh god, 96. 96. Way the hell down here. Oh, I don't have that pulled up.
It is just a cantrip.
Yeah. This isn't gonna hurt you.
Okay. I was like, fireball, please, no.
No. One of your pouches, pockets, or similar containers fills to overflowing with pretty polished pebbles of all types. While valueless, they continue to pour out for the next couple minutes.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we're in the Fey realm, y'all.
Are
That's a
these
neat trick.
pebbles kind of like the rocks in the bottom of a fish tank?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a handful and
Whoa.
Okay.
it's just so tempting and shiny. They look so tasty like pop rocks. Or like crackling candy. There we go.
All right.
I will point to your map. What's that you got there?
So while I was in the sky, I got surveil a little bit of the land. It looks like behind us there is a mountainous range. Off to our front left, we have looks like some islands surrounding. It's just massive, massive amounts of forest.
That looks like when one of my nephews tries and draws a treasure map.
Hey, listen here. I did the best with what I had.
Oh, this is good. Hopefully we do a better job.
I'm smart, not an artist. Leave me alone.
Okay. So with that information, what are you all doing?
What are we gonna do? I mean, I'm gonna head back to where we came from and see if there's an exit.
Okay.
So I'm walking back that way.
It is easy enough to find your way back to the path that you have all kind of popped out onto. There is no portal that was once there that you all exited from. And if you remember from last time, the portal was closing upon all of you jumping through it.
I would like to make a proposition to the group and say we should possibly go toward the mountainous range. Maybe there are some sort of dwellings there that we could find. That this creature could have taken our Lilith to. I think that would probably be my course of action, but I would like the group to absolutely give some input, see what we think is best.
I mean,
And
it
you said
beats
Where's
trugging
the
through.
mountain this way?
It's like behind us.
So, I will give you guys some direction. So it really is no north. This way would be north. Mountains are this way. And then the big forest was this way.
You said there were swamps too?
You are currently kind of like in the startings of one. But yes, in between you and the mountain range is like a more... Archipelago, I think, is the name of like a group of islands.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's more of an archipelago, but like not open ocean, if that makes sense.
You're just thinking, I mean, that creature looked like it was very graceful moving through the trees. I'd be more inclined to think it's a forest-dwelling creature than a mountain one.
I was also gonna say it's going in the direction of more forest, or it was at least.
It was going in the direction of the rest of the forest, yes.
So maybe we should keep going in that direction, even though it went poof. It probably was intending to go that way.
Okay. I am absolutely fine with that.
Yeah. The beat's going through more swamp.
Okay.
Anybody like put a magic ping on anything that she had on her? Like a sword or a...
Does anybody have scrying? Or is that a strictly wizard spell?
I
That's
don't
a
know.
wizard
Scrying can
and
be cleric too.
as well,
Yeah.
which you guys do not have.
No, but I was thinking more like locate object or even locate person, but I think that's too high yet. But locate object.
I do have locate object,
I was gonna
though
say.
I will have to wait until the next day, and it's only for a certain amount of space.
Yeah.
If this helps, you guys were long rested coming into this.
Oh, so we can pick out different spells?
Because you guys had gone to bed.
She got taken out of the bed.
Yeah,
Well-
because you guys were going to bed in the ship, but it had been like a couple days since like
I do
fighting and all that fun stuff.
question.
Yeah, what's up?
I have a question for you and for Killian. So, Lilith was taken out of bed where she was in with me.
Mm-hmm.
Could Killian, change into an animal with a high sense of smell and get her scent off of me to try and locate where she went?
That is a route that you can go as well.
I do have locate object and locate creature now, so
Mm-hmm. So you have a
that
couple
is
options.
only 1,000 feet though.
Only 1,000 feet? Okay. So you do have a couple options to go. You have locate object, locate creature. You absolutely can try with the wild shape getting the smell or whatever of that. Those are pretty much your only two options you've come up with so far, though.
Question.
Uh-huh.
When we saw Lilith being carried away, was Lilith unconscious or conscious?
Unconscious.
Unconscious. Okay. I mean, I can try and reach out to Lilith, but they look like they were out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we try that later when maybe they can give us an idea of their surroundings.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I can go back into being a wolf and try and pick up a scent.
I think that's our best bet. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work with the teleport, but
I mean, it's worth a
we can
shot.
try. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
better than just wandering namelessly.
It is.
Mhm.
Okay. So, if that is the route you're going, you're going back into a wolf.
Yeah, because it has advantage on
That's it.
perception checks
Yep.
with hearing and smelling.
So roll that good old perception check, baby.
Woo!
With advantage.
Mhm.
Sniff, sniff, bitch.
Sneefsing off.
21.
Ew.
Thank God it was with it.
42.
Maybe
what?
that was the number of cupcakes I made that one time.
Okay. You said
Oh,
21.
21.
So back into the wolf wild shape. Start sniffing off and around, and eventually you do pick up on something. You pick up on a faint scent off Hockey's clothing, and begin to kind of follow it, and you make it back to where Eltonath had shot this entity, and you find the blood on the ground. Instead of Well, it's actually what you assume is the blood, because it's not a red color. It is more of a greenish, kind of purplish color on the ground. But that is where Lilith's scent has led you, and now you are kind of lost, and you begin looking around because that's where the scent stops, like the natural scent of that person walking through this forest. And you just about lose it, and then eventually you pick up a magical faint trace. Okay. Heading still in that same direction of travel that you had gone to get to there. And you begin to follow it. You've picked up the scent, so what are you guys doing?
Wolf.
Okay.
Follow.
Okay.
Bark.
So you get to the end of your wild shape, still following this scent, traveling through the forest. It is a mucky, humid, dense forest to travel through. And it is quite chilly traveling through this forest. If any of you have been in the South/Louisiana for the winter, it does not snow, but it gets very fucking cold and humid and rainy. That is pretty much this entire forest. And right at the end of your wild shape, it begins to start to drizzle on you all. And you...
I feel nothing.
Okay.
I'm skin and bones. I'm shivering.
Okay. And you, in fact, lose your wild shape.
Well, fuck.
I will say, though, about this point, you do hear the faint crackling of a fire off in the distance.
I'm gonna go to it. I'm gonna fucking sneak all the way up there.
Okay.
I'm gonna locate creature. Ooh, wait, no, that's a 4th level. That's my only 4th. I'm gonna. Doesn't she have something on her?
Yes.
She has, like,
A lot of things.
clothing, stuff like that on her, yeah.
I'm gonna locate object like the nightshirt she was wearing.
Okay. What's the distance on it?
1,000 feet.
Nothing pings.
Oh, fuck.
It works for 10 minutes though?
I think it's
Yeah,
up. It's up.
concentration up to 10 minutes.
Yeah. So you have it up, but nothing pings currently.
She's not near.
What was that?
Unless she changed.
Yeah. What was that stealth check, Bear?
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I haven't rolled it yet.
How far
we
was
supposed
the fire?
Are we supposed to be stealthy?
Uh,
Put these maracas away.
Bear said he was stealthing up because you guys do hear the faint crackling sounds of a fire, which is weird because it's kind of drizzly / rainy, which would be very difficult to light a fire in.
How far? You said faint sounds. Like how far away does the fire sound?
Up close enough to where you can see the glow of the fire, kind of like off to your left-ish, like kind of ahead and to the left a little bit. You don't quite see the fire, but you see like the faint glow and like dancing of the light in between the trees, and you can just barely make out, like if you stop and concentrate through the pitter-patter of the rain on the trees, you can hear the fire crackling.
I'm gonna pull out my scimitar in one arm and get in battle stance as I walk forward towards the fire.
Okay.
I rolled a 17 for the stealth by the by.
Okay. Is anybody else stealthing or just kind of slowly, cautiously moving forward?
Oh,
I mean,
stealth.
if he's stealthing, I'll try and follow his lead.
Okay.
It's not good
Same.
though.
Okay.
Yes,
Not
they
good.
should
You can
go
hear the
back.
maracas as I walk.
I'm shivering, just like clacking my teeth.
Okay. You still have some leftover pebbles in your pouches, so like the shivering is
Still
rattling
pulling out.
It's just a bunch of
rolled a
maracas.
19.
What?
18.
Okay. So Neela and Hockey are both kind of very quiet, moving off into the brush and getting quiet and hidden. And then the two musically inclined people behind them are just
Rhythmic, just shivering.
Yep. All creeping forward, and I will move you to that map. There we are. And you see, I'll move you guys. You guys are about roughly, I'll say, in this like little bush tree area right there. And you do see the opening of a clearing with a pack sitting up against a log with like a makeshift kind of like fire teepee kind of thing for cooking. And above the fire is a pot that is steaming with some sort of liquid inside of it.
Nobody around though.
Nobody is around.
To, maybe try and sense if there are any presences among us or near us.
Are you using anything specifically, or just kind of like looking around trying to find something?
Just kind of looking around.
Okay. Roll me a perception check then.
I am perceiving a 13.
Okay.
No?
Okay. I will say with the 13, it's easy enough because he's not trying to hide. You guys see a turtle individual walking out of the trees, bent over, kind of hunched form, with a very large shell on his back, covered in moss. And he's kind of wearing just like a weird robe, just to cover the ghibli bits. Not really much else. Some moss and like weeds hanging off of his shell, walking stick in his left hand. And he is just making his way back to the fire with some kind of like herbs and stuff and roots in his hand, in his other hand.
Would we have seen turtles before?
That's a good question. Sure. They're not like super rare race.
Oh, it's just a ninja turtle.
He's a very elderly individual.
Old ninja turtle.
I think I'd like to approach him.
Okay.
And attempt to speak.
Okay. As you're exiting out of the trees, he plops down on the log. Give me a second. Hey, get prepared for this.
I'm staying in the bush.
Okay.
Till it seems safe.
Okay. Oh, welcome. This is rather odd seeing somebody else out in these woods. Care for some tea?
Okay, Nightshade.
I will humbly accept a wonderful cup of tea from you, sir.
Okay. And he kind of like points on the other side of his fire, and he actually no, he gets up and kind of like scoots over to the other side of his log, and he pats the log a little bit. He's like,
Sorry, little short on seating. Wasn't expecting anybody. Wasn't expecting company, but you know what? Company's always nice.
That's okay. Can I invite my friends over to warm and get cozy by your fire?
I mean, by all means, bring 'em out.
I'll motion for the rest of the group to come on over.
Okay.
Huddle around the fire, because I know Killian's pretty cold, and I'm sure Neela is too with her tiny stature.
I'm
Yep.
gonna stand in the fire. No, just kidding.
At this point, I will have to pass the conversation off to somebody else. I do have to leave.
okay.
Killian immediately turns into like a phoenix when he steps into the fire.
Oh.
You guys have a great rest of your session, and I will see you guys later.
Have a good tattoo session, buddy. I'm gonna move us to a different screen while I get everything else set up, because with him leaving the Discord. What's that?
I said, let me know when you're good, and I'll head out.
Oh, you can leave. I just gotta get everybody situated with camera screens and stuff like that.
After, yeah.
Yeah, after you leave.
R.I.P.
I'll be right back, everybody. Oh.
I was watching the new series stuff. I was like,
Oh, I haven't seen any of the new series stuff. Anyways, welcome back to the game. We're off break screen. Everyone's bullying me, and now I'm gonna kill them with the dragon.
Kill me.
Anyways, you guys have all joined this elderly turtle man around the fire. Unless Altanoth is still hiding in the trees. I was gonna say, you can.
Start lumbering out.
Okay.
Well, I guess if everyone's coming out to sit around the fire, I guess we can all be a little truthful.
Am I muted?
Robot.
Oh,
Hello.
okay, we good now?
I
No?
think so.
Something. I think so.
Okay.
I think it turned better.
Okay.
Well, since everyone's coming out, I guess we can all be a little truthful.
And he kind of like waves his staff in the air, and you all see a very well dressed imp come out of the trees and go and stand beside the turtle man. And he is shorter than you, Neela, because he is an actual imp.
Fun.
He's an actual imp with a short sword on his side, kind of like a weird leather vest and like a harness with some pants that go down to his knees, and he's got some plating on them. And I don't think Jen's ever met this character, but Ryan, I know you have.
I have?
You.
Sidestep over to Ryan's character.
Is this
Okay.
Johnny Blaze?
The world might never know.
Well, my name is Galmus. And this gentleman next to me, please don't be alarmed by his appearance. He's actually rather nice. His name is Johnny Blaze. And who all might you be?
Neela.
Hello.
Oh, and while he's like doing the introductions, he's pouring cups of tea for everyone and passing them around.
I'm Killian.
Are we
Do y'all
trusting the tea?
smoke?
Oh, I like to partake every now and then.
I'm gonna put my good shit in my pipe and start it going.
Okay. Okay.
I'm keeping my eyes on the imp.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Eltonoth, Deathbringer. Glare at the imp. Andreaga.
Well,
The imp has not said a single word since everyone has kind of come out and sat by the fire. He's not being standoffish, but he is a little wary about everyone just because of his appearance, and generally people are wary of him. And the tea has been passed out, and it is very good, if not a bit cinnamony. It's got a bit of cinnamon in it, a little mint. He goes,
well, so you folk are rather out of place, if I do say so. You don't see many new people in the Fey realm. How did you all get here?
It's a good question. I walked through a shiny circle.
Yeah, the portal opened up in my bag. We were following a friend, and well,
Friend gone.
yeah.
Well, okay. You say in your bag. May I see it?
Well, we had to jump through the bag.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot you don't have your bag. Okay. Well, follow-up question. Did your bag have a pocket dimension by chance in it?
Yes, it's a type of bag of holding. where I could go in and put my plants and grow herbs, and it was kind of an oasis, but lately it's been getting kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would actually explain things then.
You've heard of something like this before?
Well, yes and no. I more or less know the person that may have taken your friend. You said your friend was taken. Did you say that, or did I infer?
I mean,
We didn't say that. We said we're following a friend, but interesting for you to infer that.
yeah.
Oh, that's what you get when you the law. Very old. This is great, good insight.
Insight check on them.
Yeah.
All right, absolutely.
Yep.
As soon as like he started saying shit that we didn't say, yeah.
Everyone's just like, inside.
Uh,
check."
while you are all inciting, you do notice a very large hulking creature slinking through the trees behind them. And two very large beady eyes start to peer out from the trees.
Does my locate object get pinged?
It does not,
Fuck.
but you do see the face of a very large owl-like creature poke out.
An owl. That's different than.
Oh,
Oh shit, that's massive.
so cool.
Trying to see
I'm
if...
assuming since they were too busy inside checking him and I rolled a 2, I probably was the one that went, owl.
Sure. What did everyone roll on insight?
17.
Okay.
And 18.
Okay. Both of you rolled well enough. He is inferring a lot, probably because he knows who you guys are after. Because he does absolutely seem like he knows who you guys are after. Because you did say an entity through a pocket dimension, tearing it up and stuff like that, right? I didn't.
No,
said-
technically,
I said fucking up. I had an oasis and it was fucking getting fucked up.
Okay.
yeah.
So I mean, a little bit, yeah.
He's inferring a lot then. More or less, that's a mistake on my part. But, Neela, you
Maybe
do
it
see...
just happened a lot.
Yeah.
He's aware.
A very large dragon/bird-like creature in the trees behind you. For how large it is, it was unnaturally quiet upon moving closer to you guys. But you do see the face kind of peer out from the trees. The face itself is about as large as you are, Neela.
You'll have to forgive me. I do know what you're talking about. And these questions I'm about to ask you are gonna seem rather odd for someone who shouldn't know this, but, did you meet this thing?
What's this thing?
So you said you
Saw it.
went through a pocket dimension and then you showed up here.
Technically, it was into a pocket dimension through a portal, but yeah.
Yes. So,
Also, owl bird thing. Anybody know what that is?
He almost turns around and he goes,
oh, don't mind him. That's Billy. He's just curious.
Billy,
He's harmless.
can I pet him?
Well, probably. I don't know if he's gonna let you or not, but I don't doubt your capability of petting him. Well, that's a him question.
I'm just gonna stand here awkwardly.
okay.
So this thing / person, was it kind of decrepit with a lot of arms?
I didn't really see if it was was decrepit or not, but it definitely had a lot of arms.
Okay.
At
No
least
leg, right?
6.
Yeah, no legs. Okay.
Green eyes.
So,
It left green blood.
yeah, that'll do it. So, you guys have kind of found yourself in the Feywild at a very odd time. The relations between the Seelie and Unseelie are very strained at the moment.
And he begins like rifling through the bag next to him, and he pulls out a map and kind of like lays it down on the ground, right here for everyone to see. And I will move you to the map so you may see the entire map of the Fey realm. Where the fuck are you?
Let me get to roll 20.
Boop, right here. So
That map got big.
yes, it is a very large map. You guys are roughly about right here-ish, somewhere in here. Yeah, so there's supposed to be, I kind of forgot to add, there's supposed to be forest, roughly about right in here as well. So pretend that there's forest there. But yeah, you guys are about right here. She goes,
We're about right here, which you guys are in the Unseelie portion of the Feywild.
don't worry about it.
This mountain range
Yeah, thank you for drawing the trees.
kind of divides the two courts. It's no man's land per se. Neither the Seelie or the Unseelie go there. And then this entire forest slash lake over here is the Seelie court. They're something. So, you aren't technically in danger should you meet either of them. As long as you're friendly for the most part, you should be fine. But this what?
What? Sorry, where was the Unseelie and Seelies?
So, Unseelie is this entire portion over here. All
I'm
of
not seeing. Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
all of this portion is the Unseelie.
Okay,
And then
then
the other half is this.
Yep.
Seelie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the weird decrepit is the bad, or quote unquote bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Let me zoom in here and get rid of this. Okay. So, yeah, you guys are technically in the Unseelie portion.
Which, if you haven't noticed, it's a little chilly, and humid and rainy. It's always been this way. Not gonna give you a bunch of history on the Unseelie, but they're a little pissy because they live in this kind of temperature and I'm sure they miss the warm temperatures. Anyways, the whole point of the thing I'm trying to tell you is, tensions are high between the two, and it's all due to this person, but we'll call him a person that you guys have met.
I'm gonna move you guys back.
His name is Zarek.
I can spell that if anybody needs it.
Yes.
Please.
Zarick.
Oh, so close.
And, well, he was once a part of the Seelie court, rather high up, I might add. And on one of his trips to the material plane, because he does like going there, he brought back with him some rather tumultuous magic. And, well, if you haven't noticed, the magic here is a little wild. And it does what it wants at times.
Speaking of, Neela, since you're the only one that hasn't, roll me a D100 and let me know what you get.
Ooh. I actually want to roll my.
Alright.
And then the magic that he brought back with him changed him to what he is now.
89.
89. Okay, I'll look at that in just a second.
So he was kicked out from the Unseelie Court, or the Sealy Court, sorry, and has been causing mayhem ever since. And well, he likes messing and taking and just being a general dick to the people on the material plane. And I'm assuming you all were his most recent victim.
And you said 89?
Yes.
Okay. Let me look. 89. Okay. Your eyes turn completely black, red, or white, your choice, for 1d6 hours. Your vision remains unaffected. However, others may or may not react to this sudden change. So roll your d6 to see how many hours your eyes change.
And they go white.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, am I wrong or am I right in any of my assumptions?
But why would he take our friend?
That I don't know.
Has
Yeah,
he
no.
been taking people?
Yeah, he does take people from time to time, though usually it's just abilities, magic, stuff like that to add to his power and collection.
Does he have an MO of who he takes or takes from? Is it always specific or is it just random?
To be honest, I don't know. I try to avoid him best as possible because I like to stay neutral in between the two courts, and he's not.
Sounds like
When we were... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say he sounds like a bad cookie.
When we were chasing him, he teleported. Do you know where he might have gone?
I have an idea of where his whereabouts might be.
And he pulls the map back out. I'm going to move you guys right quick.
Generally, I think his location is somewhere in this forest over here.
And he points to further west of you guys. Somewhere over here, if you can see my ping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
You
thinking
hand
here.
draw this part of the map, sir?
Listen, I got a little boot scoot zooted one night, and the map needed finished, and we had trial. It's been beside the point. Yeah, somewhere in this general location. You're not far, but I like to stay clear of that.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else we should know about him that would be of use?
Well, I mean, if you tangled with him, you do know he's very strong. A lot of magic abilities and potential.
Is he still in the favor of the Unseelie Court?
Well, he's not in the favor of either one of them. He just is. He just kind of is. The Unseelie tolerate him more than anything. The Seelie don't like him at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes
And-
sense.
Anything we should know about this forest?
Well, magic has a way of doing what it wants at times. It is both friendly and not friendly.
What would you say? The stronger the magic you use, the stronger the effects, or is it just any magic?
Well, any magic, and it tends to have a will of its own. You can't really say whether it's going to be good, bad, or where at on the spectrum of powerful.
Well, fuck. my mic just keeps
Oh.
slowly.
Dropping. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have a thing besides
Oh.
that, and I don't want to fuck it up. Anyway,
So what's your deal, Johnny?
God damn it. Okay.
do the voice.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's my deal?
Are you from around here?
No. Well, okay. Life story. I was an imp. I was working for a devil. Some people changed my mind, gave me a whole new life in the name. Went to hell. I died. Went to hell. Escaped hell. Met this guy,
And he points at Galmus and he goes,
and I pretty much stayed with him. And then we left, came to the Feywild, and we're here.
Who?
Good story.
uh-huh.
A little
Who-
rushed, but sounds fun. Sorry.
Yeah. Who were these people that saved you?
A bunch of fucking idiots.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
To be honest, I don't know how they got anything done. It truly amazes me that they're still alive.
I think
Yeah.
we question the same thing all the time.
Yeah, just about.
Well,
It does have a funny way of attracting trouble.
yeah, I see that. Well, you're welcome to stay. There isn't really a night or a day here. Just kind of whenever you get tired, you just fall over and go to sleep. Anyways, good night.
And he just soup into his shell and falls over.
I guess there's no circadian rhythm here.
Wish I could do that.
I mean, you could try.
Neela's
And
just in the corner going,
Killian's gonna try to do the, but
just fold your arms and fall over.
I mean,
This is what happens when you've been alive for 300 years.
I guess
how
I'll
many?
take watch though.
I don't know, like
It's been like,
technically.
oh yeah, it is
sleepy
technically
nighttime for us.
sleepy night time for y'all. I forgot you guys did kind of wake up at the beginning of the night and come into here. So yeah, you are all a little tired.
Yeah, we did at least run for 3 hours.
This is true. Yep.
I can take second or third, or I can join you on first.
Uh,
Whatever we do.
And I'm gonna go sidebar. I don't know if we should trust these people 100%.
I'm gonna look you dead in the eye. I don't trust anyone 100%.
That's valid.
I'll take first watch. I'll wake you when I'm
This
done.
is a solid choice.
Heard half of that.
Heard
You might
it. Foot.
yeah, you hear, that's what you hear coming from Galmus's shell. It's like an echo.
He just straight up farted.
Yep. All right, yeah. Nothing happens
Alright, I guess I'm going to sleep.
over the night. You may all pick your spells and set them for whatever you would like.
And yeah, Nito's totally gonna just
Mm-hmm.
look at a page, a blank page, and go, huh. I want this spell, and this spell, and this spell.
Actually, I will say, Eltonath said they're taking the first watch, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So the big owl dragon, because that's what it is, does eventually make its way out of the trees. So you do get a giant or a good look at its entire body.
I'm gonna walk up to it and curtsy,
Uh huh.
not make eye contact, and wait to see if it curtsies back.
Okay. Have you all seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
Okay. Wan Chi Tong's library. That's this creature. But it does raise its neck and entire body up and spreads its entire wings out as you kind of curtsy in front of it. Kind of like raises itself up and makes itself very large. And then kind of like does that whole owl thing where it tilts its head and like gets different angles. And then eventually tucks its wing backs and like gets back on the ground and like kind of like on all fours and tries to like look at your face as you're like curtsying. Yeah, it tries to like look up at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
I will stand straight again and slowly approach with my hand, palm up.
Okay. It goes to inspect your hand, and like, you know how birds will grab with their mouth because it's like their third hand? It basically grabs your entire hand. Not hard, but like just grabs it. Just because of the sheer size difference.
I'm a pretty big dude. This thing's probably like a horse for me.
It's very large. It's very large.
Okay, well, can I pet it?
Absolutely.
Amazing, but nobody's awake to see this.
I know. No one will ever believe you.
I'm gonna pull out, I don't know, whatever I have in my bag, apple,
Sure.
ration, whatever, and give it a treat.
It destroys whatever you give it.
I'll give it a pat, and I'll go back to my watch.
Okay. The night goes on without a hitch, and anybody that wants to play with the giant owl dragon may absolutely play with the giant owl dragon.
Yes.
And you all wake up in the morning, freshly rested, with a destination / direction. What are you
Onward.
all doing?
The direction of the direction we need to go.
Okay.
How far? Like, where were we on the Feywild map
Let me-
compared to where
Yep.
it was?
So you all
Like, are we within days or like hours?
You
couple.
said somewhere like here.
Yeah, you're like right in here. He said somewhere kind of like deeper into this foresty area. So you're about a day to 2 days travel, depending on how far in it is to it.
Okay.
hmm
I was gonna say I can still go back into a wolf and try and see if we pick up the scent.
hmm
That's not a
can-
bad idea.
I can
mean,
do that twice. Total is
This
6
creature's been around.
hours.
Maybe you can pick up its scent
Yeah.
specifically.
You do have
Alright.
its scent from the blood that you had found originally. So
Okay.
you have both options, I will say.
All right. Well, we'll be about ready to go out.
I don't think so, unless we want to talk to people more.
Well, good luck on your journey. Hopefully you find whatever you're looking for.
And he rolls the map up. He's like,
Here, take this with you. You're gonna need it.
Oh, thank you.
Kind of you.
I don't need it anymore.
Thank you
Why
for
not?
all your kindness you've given and shown today and
Gillian,
yesterday.
you gonna hold this?
I'm about to be a wolf.
I guess I will hold it.
Okay.
I don't have hands when I'm that. And I don't
We no
have a
longer
bag
have the bag of
anymore.
holding.
oh yeah, I
'Cause
forgot.
I could shove it up
Kinda
somewhere, but
hidden.
I don't know if it's gonna come out good.
There
Okay,
might
I got it.
add
I
to
got
the texture of the paper.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
There's like
Alright, oh,
tea stains all over it and like some food stains and stuff like that. This paper's been places.
it would have been places more too. But all
I'm gonna
right.
Toss Billy another apple as we leave.
Okay, absolutely. You toss Billy another apple and you take off in your direction. Roll me that perception check with advantage.
Oh, I can also, if we take a short rest, I can do it another time. So I can do it 3 times probably.
Can
Okay.
I just look out for like tracks for that thing's whatever it beat might look like, or blood trails or anything like that?
Dirty
Absolutely.
20.
Dirty 20. Roll me a survival check, Jen, for Altenath.
Oh, survival.
Uh-huh. Okay. Excuse me. So that's a dick in the trees. That's a lot of dicks in the trees. Cool. I no longer feel bad about what I'm about to do.
Oh.
So, with the dirty 20, you do
Why?
pick up both scents and get a directions of travel. With the 17, you don't find anything that you could use to track this entity through the forest. Either because he's very nimble or because he had teleported directly to where he wanted to go. You're not quite sure. But you have your direction of travel and you head off. Here's what I need somebody to do, whoever would like to roll. Roll me a D20.
Hey, Frank.
Mhm.
Pick me! There you go.
18. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know it was survival. I didn't hear him say survival. I just heard him say roll a d20.
Okay. Well, we have an 18, so that is...
Oh, no, never mind. I'm reading the wrong numbers.
Okay, give me a second. This one, I need, this one. Nope, this one.
I don't
This.
like how you keep saying this one. I'm scared.
I got a lot of tabs open for a lot of things. I got a lot of tables.
We're in the Fey realm.
Okay.
Also, the fact that Neela has no idea her eyes are white is kind of funny.
Would this... Okay, that works. So, I need to shrink this. Hold on. That right there. I need this. Well, actually, it'll be... Fuck, this one and this one. Does that change anything?
I don't know. Does it?
Oh, no.
I don't see anything on roll 20 different from us sitting around the fire.
Yeah, it's OBS. It's being weird now. Everyone's cameras got turned off for some reason.
Remember, there was a point where if you weren't on...
Uh-huh. It has to be full screen. Okay. Can I do that? Or does it have to be... Oh, no. Does it have to be that? It does have to be that. Great. Then can I move this to over here? I can. Cool. Alright. So, you all set off and do this. Cool. So you all set off for the day, following the trail of scent that Killian has picked up. I'm sorry, getting used to all of this again. And I need whoever rolled the d20 to roll me a d4.
That was a 4.
It was a 4? Okay.
Yeah.
Elton John, the Deathbringer.
Okay, so Elton John, the Deathbringer. So you all travel, and you eventually find yourself standing in this big clearing, trees knocked down everywhere. It has become very marshy, a lot more so than what you were used to prior, and travel has slowed greatly.
Ew.
And then I need everyone to roll me perception checks.
Are these Would it be hearing or smell perception?
Hearing would be hearing.
It's still within the 3 hour, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You've traveled for like maybe an hour, hour and a half.
Rip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
I'll go a
12,
13.
a 13. Okay.
Wow, we fucking suck.
Yep. We are trash right now.
We're gonna hide Hockey because he's not here currently.
R.I.P. hockey.
Okay. So, I need this. Oh, this right here. So, upon moving into this clearing, I will say, with the complete disheveledness of this clearing that it is, you begin to see tracks kind of like in the marsh under the watery layer that are big kind of imprints, almost like footprints, but they're very roundish and kind of jagged on the edges. And there's little rubble kind of everywhere of like rocks in this area that don't quite seem like they fit this like landscape of marshiness. What are you all doing?
I guess I'll investigate one of the creepy rocks.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check then. It is a rock.
It's a rock.
Yeah, guys, this one's just a big boulder. It's good.
It's okay.
Just keep going.
Bark.
It's not just a boulder.
Okay.
It's a rock.
And upon moving through this, you begin to hear something rumbling close by. Kind of like how an earthquake would sound, but a lot more condensed in a localized area. Off, kind of like over here-ish.
Y'all hear that?
Probably not.
Whimper.
I forgot you were a dog.
Do I get a sense that there's bad things happening,
I'm
or
gonna hide.
oh you're? I'm gonna revert and be like, what?
Okay. And the rumbling grows louder.
I will also try to hide.
Hide, idiots!
Neela's just like, and hides behind Eltonov.
Copy. Roll me stealth checks.
Shit. Yeah. Oh fuck.
Okay. All right. So we got a 12, 15. What was?
We are rolling like poop.
What was the other two? 15. Neela 13. Killian 11.
11.
Cool. Let me roll perception check right quick. I need that back up. This. Perception is wisdom, correct? Where's my dice at? Oh. Okay. Neela, what did you roll?
I rolled.
A 13 and an 11? Okay.
No. I rolled a 13.
Yep, got it. So this one kind of like it raises up from the bush, like some of the boulders that you had seen that you were kind of looking at, and you're like, yeah, they look like boulders, and moved on with your life.
Oh wait, oof, I didn't mean to roll that. My bad.
That's fine. Begin to raise up, and this one kind of like looks around because they did hear you all moving through the swampy waterish, and it does not see you as of the moment, and begins to kind of like move off in this direction and leave. However, this one raises up next to it and begins to look around, and at first doesn't see anybody, and kind of begins to move this way, but then stops and begins to turn around and begins to move back towards you all's direction, kind of like searching and scanning as it's moving back in this direction, as if it thought it saw something but wasn't sure, so he was reinvestigating. What are you all doing?
Oh, biscuits. I guess I'm gonna I'm gonna cast Mage Hand
Mm-hmm.
away from me and use it to throw a rock,
Okay.
like over in this direction. Oops, can't ping. Where's the noise? Not ping. There. As far as I can.
That
with
way?
Mage Hand,
Okay.
throw the rock.
Okay. Easy enough to do. Roll me, I'll say, an Arcana check. What's your casting? What do you use to cast?
I think Charisma because I am a bard.
Okay, then roll me just a straight charisma check, because I'll let you use your casting ability. A 23. Oh, okay. So it does go
It's a
all
natural 20.
the way over here. Yeah, it does. Oh, wow, that was okay. So both of these large stone creatures hear that and begin to quickly move this direction to investigate whatever that sound was. And they are both kind of like over there searching through the brush. You see one of them like raise its large stone fist and crush one of the bushes, and then like move on. The one on the right like smacks a tree and knocks it down. What are you all doing?
This is water around us, right?
It is water around you, kind of like just below the ankle depth water.
It'll be real noisy. Okay,
Could wait to see if they will keep walking.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna pull these guys deeper into the bush so they can actually
Mm-hmm,
be hidden.
Okay. Reroll. Never mind. We'll leave it what it is and say you're actually hidden by this point, because you all rolled not terribly, but you all rolled semi higher than their perception check. Okay. And you all are all just waiting.
Just waiting to see kind of if they head back in our direction
Okay.
or if they keep going off or what they're gonna do.
Okay. So you wait for about 5 or so minutes. They are just tearing through this brush, trying to figure out whatever made that noise. This one does kind of move off and continue on in this direction through the forest and out of sight. But this one, however, does kind of stick around and begin to kind of like lumber just randomly, not really in any sort of direction. And eventually it makes its way back over to where its resting spot was and lays back down kind of like in its boulder shape and begins to rest again.
It would have been great to prepare pass without a trace.
If
Well.
only.
Well, I am going to.
I'm gonna punch a rock. No, I'm kidding.
What are we all doing?
Little biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
I think it's time we move.
look at both of them
Okay.
and say, if you don't want to die, no, I'm gonna say, come with me if you want to live. That's what I'm gonna say. And I'm going to give them both inspiration.
Okay.
Hey yo.
Hey, Joel.
Bardic inspiration.
And then I will slowly slink back. Is it a shorter distance from here to these woods? This one here?
It would be shorter to go this way. The
Right.
only stipulation I will say, so you can shorter to get to here, so it would be easier to get to this one. However, this is the side that one disappeared into the woods on.
Alright, that's fine. So I just want to slowly slink over here, and then I'm going to follow the shoreline down this way.
Okay.
I'm just going to make a wide
A wide berth.
round.
Okay. So I need all of you to roll me another stealth check upon exiting the bush and making your way through the water. Not a disadvantage. I just need another stealth check.
Yeah,
What is that?
need it.
Yeah. What is the inspiration? A
It
D.
is a
D6?
D8.
Oh, D8 now.
Ooh.
Okay.
I will use it.
All right.
All right, all right. Stealth check, you said?
Stealth check again.
Up to a 17 for stealth.
Okay. Oh no.
Plus
The D8.
8.
So we had a. Okay, so Altonath is a.
One higher than what I.
I was 12.
Okay, so we got a 12, a 17, and a. What is
14.
that? 14? Okay, let me roll something. Okay, so you all make it to the shoreline. Neela, actually, it'd be Eltonath, because he rolled the lowest, leading the pack, and everyone else following. You make your way and you get to the log, and you go to step on the log to get out of the water. And as you step into it, it is so soaked and rotten with the swamp water that your foot just goes straight through it, just through it, and that crunching noise as you break through the log. You all kind of freeze for a second, and you see the boulder kind of like rumble and shift, and then it settles again, and you all make your way to the shoreline and out and around, and have successfully avoided the two giant boulder monsters. And you all begin to travel again. Back in the... You have a rough direction now that you did wild shape and caught the scent. So you do know the direction, but you don't have the scent anymore. So, you wouldn't know if it turned or anything, or if it's still in that direction, but you do have a direction.
Once we get clear of the boulder stuff, I'm gonna wild shape back into
Okay.
wolf and try to get this.
It is, with this being the third time that you have tried to pick up the scent, it is easy enough. You're kind of catching the hang of it on the kind of magic strands. It is easy enough to pick up, and you head off in that direction. You travel for the rest of the day. By this point, the wild shape has worn off. But I will say at the end of the wild shape, it was getting very close, or it felt like it was getting very close, like you were getting very close.
Yeah. What time is it? Like, is it still
About
pretty
midday that by this point, just after noon. Because you've been traveling for about... Actually, no, you've been traveling for about 4 or 5 hours. And you left... Okay, midday. Yeah, just after midday.
If we want to take a little rest, I can try to do it. Go back into the wolf again, but I need a breather if we're gonna do that.
Yeah, short rest would be good.
Okay.
I can pump myself up so I can re-inspire others.
Okay.
Frank, what are you doing?
What? I had something.
What were you
It was
playing?
a little beard hair that I was combing out, and it
Oh
came
shit!
out. Yeah.
I got both of them
It was a
back.
gray one, right?
No, it was a normal one. Okay. You get both of them back? Cool.
Yeah.
So-
I can do it 2 more times.
You all sit down, make a little fire. Somebody else roll me a d4.
I will see what happens. I can re-roll once. Should I try that?
No, it doesn't matter. It's just on the map wise. So you all find yourself a nice little. That's okay. Well, he's getting right there. A nice little clearing to kind of hunker down under some trees and get a nice little rest in. You can start a fire if you would like for the next hour or so. As you get this little campsite set up of yours, roll me perception checks again.
Lot of perception checks. 12.
Okay.
It was almost a 15, but it's a 7.
Okay. Well, 10 was the DC on this one. You notice a very large shadow pass over your camp. Just.
Billy?
It is in that shape, but you did not catch a glimpse of what it was. Just that the shadow had crossed over your camp.
My passive perception was better than my current perception.
What's your passive perception?
14.
17.
17 passive perception? Jesus.
13.
Okay, well, with the 17 passive perception, I'll say you can easily point this out or spot this out. It is not Billy. It is another dragonoid shape flying above your camp. On the first pass, it's kind of flying in like lazy circles above you all. It does not seem to have noticed you yet, but it is circling to kind of come back around. What are you all doing?
Make haste into the trees.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hide.
Okay.
Ah.
Roll me some stealth checks again.
Okay.
God damn it.
Come on, hand.
Jesus, there's a lot of things out here that are very dangerous.
16.
Okay. Killian.
I got a 10.
Okay. 2 successes, 1 failure. This is a group thing again. The dragonoid form circles. The shadow passes over. It loops back, comes back around, circles. Then eventually you see the shadow that it is casting glide off, and you wait a couple tense minutes go by, and it does not come back around, and it seems the coast is clear. And you all successfully get your short rest.
Woohoo. Woohoo.
And may continue upon your travel.
Hoot hoot. Well, here we go.
Okay.
Well,
Easy enough to pick the scent back up, and you travel for roughly about another hour and a half, and the scent brings you to a very dense portion of the forest, and the scent takes you through like this wall, a very thick wall of trees, and you try to go through it to follow it, and the branches kind of reach out and form together to form a wall to stop you from going in there.
Art. Who left? Oh,
Nobody.
Did you?
pancake.
Oh, damn it.
Music, Franklin.
I can't. It threw all the cameras off, Jed.
Why didn't you have it at the beginning?
Pancake.
Because I don't have royalty-free music, Jed.
Hmm.
Oh, this is not royalty free.
I don't think anything on Spotify is royalty-free.
Ugh. Okay.
I'll have music next time, Jen. I'm sorry.
How
She tried.
dare you?
But yeah, the branches kind of
Branches, go ahead.
grow together and form a wall to prevent you from going in there.
Is this normal for here?
Would any of us know if this is somewhat normal?
Trees should not move, whether they are normal or not.
Art.
I don't know. Feywild stuff.
It is Feywild stuff, but you are at something. Oh god.
Art.
Bork bark.
Bork bork. What is it, lassie?
What are you all doing?
Bark.
Okay.
I don't understand bork.
Bork bark.
I guess I'll.
Okay.
I mean, I could speak with animals, but I don't know if that works technically.
I mean, yeah. But
They're just moving trees?
Yeah. So if you try to go into this like thicket of trees, the branches would kind of move to block your path and not let you
Right.
enter.
I have
we
a
just-
thing.
Go around.
Mm-hmm. You have a thing.
Hold on. I'm trying to. I gotta sneeze.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
That was the most
Thank you.
adorable sneeze I've ever heard.
Shut up. I'm just kidding. I have a speech with beast and leaf. You
Okay.
can communicate in a limited manner with beast, plants, and vegetation. They can understand your words, but you cannot understand them in return. And then I have advantage on all charisma checks to influence them. So
Okay.
I'll walk up and be like, "We don't want to do anything to harm you. We're just trying to get through. If you could allow us, that would be great. I could put some flowers on you if you would like.
Okay.
But we would very much like to get through because we're looking for a friend who was lost."
Okay. They all shimmy in response.
But they don't move.
They do not move.
I'll just start putting some flowers on them and just be like, "Would you please?"
They are locked in place.
Oh, you can't. You.
I think we take the long way around.
Can I, before we do, can I do a little detect magic to see if they're
Absolutely.
magically like?
There is a lot of magic on them.
Mm,
Oh, speaking of, roll me a D100.
oh fuck yeah, magic. 38.
Oh god, it's such a long fucking table.
I think they're magically,
Incline?
yeah, inclined to keep out things.
Oh my Christ, where
Do
did
we
I?
burn them? If we take a
Uh,
step back, do they open again?
They do. If you move back, they begin to open again.
And we.
Okay,
This is Mila asking everyone. Oh,
Uh-huh.
did my camera die?
I don't know, did it?
we just have the
Think-
background.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think my camera freaked out. Give me a second.
Ah, okay. Okay, it's still good though. With the detection of magic, you will all see this. A large rainbow appears above Killian's head. And you watch this green suited individual, very small, kind of slide down this rainbow and lands on the ground in front of Killian, looks at him, looks up at him, and he goes,
Fuck you! You're never gonna get my pot of gold!
kicks him in the fucking shin, and dips off into the forest.
Oh, fuck! That's gonna leave a bruise, you fucking little shit.
And you now have a rainbow above your head. Okay.
Hey.
But yes, if you step back far enough, the branches begin to open back up again.
That's weird.
Is it possible to stealth against plants?
Oh, we can
Plants
try.
can be
You can
magic.
always try.
How tall is this?
The trees?
The bushes or whatever they are that are moving.
Roughly about 20, 25-ish feet tall. They are like big thicket of trees that like you were going into. Because the trees you had been traveling through.
Climbable?
Yes.
Should I climb it?
If you
I'll
can.
try. I'll try and climb it.
Okay. They are easily enough climbed, and you get to the top. Inside this massive thicket, it does go for a good distance, but there is a clearing inside this big thicket of trees that is completely open.
Nothing in there though.
From this distance away from it, you can't see anything in there.
I can't see anything, but it's pretty big in here. Should we climb over and check it out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll wait till for them to get up, and then I'll cross over and shimmy back down.
Okay. Easily enough done. I will move you all to inside.
Whoa. A child.
A child.
Hi, child.
So, I will say, as you all shimmy and eventually get down into. Oh, Jen's child on the camera. Okay. As you all shimmy across and get down into this clearing, on the other side of you, kind of like underneath some of the overhang of the tree, which is the reason you couldn't see him to begin with, is Zarek hanging by two arms from the tree, currently tucking Lilith into like some branches and like molding them to where they're like holding her in like a throne kind of chair suspendedly up in the tree, and then he molds them over her to restrict her movement, which she is still unconscious, but she's now sitting in like restrained in this chair of branches. And then he turns to see you all.
Is there any more people
It is just him.
unconscious?
Unconscious in here? No. But there is a bunch of shit strewn about. Like scrolls, papers, books, broken wands, some staff, like strewn about everywhere in this clearing.
That's fun to know.
Hello.
What are we doing?
You all hear a voice pierce through your mind.
Ugh, not the mind.
And it is a very cold voice.
Hi, cold voice.
Hello. Welcome to my home.
Welcome. I guess. Can we have a friend back?
Not yet. I have use for you, and you took my toy.
Your toy?
I bought these maracas fair and square.
Isaac still had a purpose in the material plane, and you killed him too early.
Isaac was a douche.
He wasn't doing a very good job.
Yeah, he was
very
actually
bad at
kind
his
of
job.
fucking shit up, and not in a good way, but in a bad way. Killing innocent people for no good reason.
Are you having fun drawing?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You're good. You're
I was
good.
like, who's drawing?
No,
I
but
hit it.
I can see
I was just
everyone's
like,
measurements. She was just drawing a big square.
I was listening and distracted at the same time.
What he did in his own time was his thing, but I still had a purpose for him.
And what puppet was that?
Well, he's dead now, so that doesn't matter. But you're
It
here.
does.
So, you want your friend back, and I want something as well. I have a proposition for you. I don't like the Sealy Court. They are pompous assholes, and I wish to see them fall. They are racist and don't like anyone that is not them, or Sealy, or pureblood. I wish to have their crown. The Unsealy are currently waging war in the Sealy Court. Just a little tidbit of information, but I am willing to trade your friend back to you for the Sealy crown. Or the head of the Sealy Queen. It's your choice.
the ask. We could just kill you instead.
Yeah.
I would ward against it.
I'm sure you would. Nope.
That's what also
Ah.
Isaac said.
Yep. He's right. We can.
I am a lot stronger than Isaac and also a lot older than Isaac. You
What
are in
you?
my home now. I control this realm. What I am is of little importance to you at the moment.
Not that important. For me, at least. I like to know things. I'm not very smart, but I like to know things.
At this point, he lowers himself down, and you do watch, instead of lowering himself branch by branch, his arms stretch out as he lowers himself to the ground, and two more arms appear right above his waist, kind of like jut out, just and land on the ground like legs. And he lets go of the branches, and the arms kind of shrink back to their normal size, and he begins walking towards you, but as more arms kind of like shoot out and grab the ground and pull him forward. And he does he comes all the way over to here. He is about, I'd say 6 or 7 foot tall. He's a very tall, lanky individual. He's very gaunt and skinny, and you see a wrap around his midsection where your arrow had pierced through his kidney. And he goes, and he's been talking to you all in your mind this entire time. His lips have not moved, and he goes, well, dearie, I am what they call an archfey, and a rather old one at that.
How do you spell that?
ARCH.
Arch.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you said notch. I was like, what is
Nope.
that notch fey?
Archfey. Sorry.
Don't worry, I heard notch as well, and then I was like, that makes no sense. It has to be arch. God.
Oh god, that means I speak Frank.
You do. Welcome.
Uh-oh.
Welcome, welcome.
Well,
I don't know what that means.
It means I'm a very powerful individual, and you are standing in my home unannounced and unwelcome.
You should have better security then.
I didn't see a sign on the door.
The tree stopping you was the sign.
obviously
The
they
fact
didn't
that we could
stop
climb
us.
over it wasn't enough of a sign.
Most people don't do that.
We're not. Most people.
I'm noticing. Either way, you have your proposition. What is your answer? Am I robot?
You kind of.
You're
your
kind of,
camera's
freezing.
freaking out.
yeah,
Are we good now?
freeze. I think so.
Yep.
Okay. Either way, you have your proposition. What is your answer?
Hmm. Can you give us a moment?
Very well. And he moves back, or begins to walk back over to where Lilith is hanging, and he turns to look at you and waves his hand. And you all are vines shoot up out of the ground and wrap through all of you. And you find yourself standing back outside of his house where he would climbed over.
Fuck.
We'll just move you back to the Feywild map.
Well, I
Would
didn't
I
think-
be able to roll some sort of dex on that because I have, advantage on stuff I could see coming at me?
Sure, go ahead.
See if I could do anything with that.
Well,
Nope.
that was kind of rude. He could have just stepped back and give us a moment.
I rolled a 5.
Yeah,
10.
absolutely not.
I rolled trash.
I
What is
really
with-
just want to kill him.
I just want to kill him too, but an archfey kind of scares me, not gonna lie. Also, we don't have hockey, so that kind of scares me too.
Fear is for the weak.
We don't
I
want
am-
to take a woman without
Fear is for the living.
it.
I don't really want to get caught up in the politics of the Feywild, if I'm gonna be honest.
I don't
Me
like
neither.
politics.
What's the other option though?
Kill him. Maybe if we can, I don't know, rally the Sealy court and come and fuck him up or some shit. Act like we're gonna go get the crown, but instead be like, hey, we know exactly where this motherfucker is.
And he wants your crown.
We can, if you have a fake crown and y'all hide out while we give it to him, then we can.
Did you say earlier that both sides don't like him?
So the Sealy,
One of them,
Absolutely.
the just kind of tolerate him.
yes, the Unseelie recognize him and they know he's there, but also are just like, he doesn't really fuck with us, so we kind of just let him have that portion of the little forest over there. The Sealy court, however, does not like him whatsoever.
I mean, that could be a way. See if we can get them on our side, because I don't want to kill anybody but him, if I'm being honest.
I mean, they did also say they're in the middle of a war.
Not necessarily
both of them-
a war, but the tensions are high, and if things continue this way, and it's gonna look like the war.
They may not be wanting to deal with him in this time of moment.
Yeah, that's also a thing. What do you
Well-
think, Oat?
Alright, I think we got two options. Kill him or don't kill him.
I mean, we're gonna kill him eventually.
We can try and
I
kill
just-
him right now,
Yeah.
because we got to get Lilith back. We ain't leaving here without her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we get more help.
people die?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I still think we were better off getting help from these other fellers who don't like him.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I mean, who knows? We might get there and they might be dicks too, and we just take the crown and go. So I guess we could just stay neutral.
Yeah.
so you're essentially accepting the proposition on your own terms.
I'll
Okay.
Okay,
accept
we don't
it,
have to
but
tell them exactly what we're gonna do, but
if
we'll
we choose
we'll
not to do it,
accept.
it keeps Lilith.
Okay. Uh,
Fuck Lilith.
I'm kidding.
Hockey will deal with it.
one of the trees that you guys are standing in front of, having this conversation, the branch kind of reaches out and does like a thumbs up.
Oh, so he probably heard that whole entire conversation. Little fuck.
We still don't even know if we're what direction we're
I'm
going.
not taking sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want
I'm
to take
just weighing
sides.
all the options.
I just want to get.
Which is understandable. I think a fucking very old archfey would understand that option.
That's the smart option. I'm not for you or you. I'm for me.
We're for our friend.
I'm for me.
That's valid.
Your feelings are valid. They're heard. Maybe not understood, but they're heard.
So, do we go back in here and tell him?
No, the thumbs up was him understanding that you're accepting the proposition.
All right. Well, I'll thumbs up back to the tree and then turn it into a flipping them off.
Okay.
You got a way to get there.
No, I was about to say, you got a way to get there or point us in the right direction.
It
Since you're
points
fucking
you
listening.
back in the direction that you had
Direction
just
we came
traveled.
from, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, fuck off, I guess.
If you want to teleport us to them, that'd be great.
I will say, It does a thumbs down on that comment. In the trees, it kind of like morphs out into the picture of the map, and then does like a little circle. It'd be
Shit.
right there.
Shit. Oh, okay. That's
be
kind of where
above
I
the lake.
figured by the
Mhm.
lake.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
A
Well,
long way.
goddamn.
Oh, we better get moving.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Do
So
you think we should go
Mhm.
like this way and then over this river and then up here because it looks like there's a path, or should we just go straight through like the fucking yoink or yoink?
I mean, we were given a map, and it's his map.
Mhm.
Would he have drawn a path to and from each area,
Oh,
or
the
is just
Galmus?
like a
So what you see is what you got. Other
Ah,
than like
okay.
the circle and the scribble of paths, what you see is what you got.
Even with the hand-drawn trees.
Even with the hand-drawn trees, that is absolutely canon for Galmus.
And the penis trees.
Oh my Christ! Is there penises already?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
There is.
yeah.
Okay, so I say, I mean, there seems to be a mountain pass right here. So
Right. Yeah.
shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. That's way
Yeah.
out of the way if we go north.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if we get through here before that day, I can prep up some spells that can just let us walk right across instead of swimming.
You can just be like a whale or something too, right? Just
Yeah.
carry us
Just
across.
blub, 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 blub.
Yeah. Depends
Cross.
on if it's a 3 hour or 6 hour or more than that. But there's islands that we can rest on.
So, using your map knowledge, judging the distance that you've traveled already, where's my measuring tape?
Hydrate, man.
I'm gonna do it for you. Hold on, I just gotta find my measuring tape. There we go. So you traveled from here to here in
A day or two?
a day. It's been a day. Okay.
It'd take us like a week.
So it was actually
It's
it
gonna
was
take us-
more to like right there. So that's roughly about the distance. So another day to get back to there. A day to get here. Yeah. So you would
a day
essentially
to there.
get to here. Well, actually, you could get to one of the islands or cross it
Yes.
overnight, and then through the mountain pass would be like 2 days. So you're looking at like a 5 to 6 day travel.
Christ.
You think we could head back and see if we can find Galmus and get Billy to take us?
Billy might be able to take us all. He's pretty big.
He was large enough to carry you all. Yeah.
That
Gave
would.
him apples. Maybe we made friends.
Yeah.
He let me pet him.
More curiosity than
Ooh.
friendship.
If you try giving him little scritches behind the little ears.
I got to pat him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, their ear holes are not that small.
Well,
With how big he is, you could probably
Don't
stick my
on my
entire
pardon,
head
Frank.
in his ear hole. Probably stick my
only I
head in
had-
his ear hole.
if only one of us had message, we can be like, "Hello, Galmus.
Hello.
Come pick
I
us
can
up." Oh,
Send him a message if you'd like.
I mean,
I forgot
that
about
is up to you. See if we can meet him up where we met him, or if he can come pick us up and we can
Oh.
give him something
I
in
think
return.
maybe we should maybe get back to him.
Yeah, we can make it
I
back
don't
to
think
him.
that he wants to come in this direction.
Yeah.
I also don't think he wants to get too close to the Sealy Court either, so
Well, he doesn't have to go. It's just Billy dropping us off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can drop us right on the other side of the mountain, and that'd be fine. Or even, well, I don't want to walk through the mountain if I'm being
Let's
honest.
just walk to where
Him.
we last saw Galmus, see if we can find him again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because either way, we got to do that. So let's just
Yeah.
get that out of the way.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
So, roll me another d20 for the travel.
I'll do it. I haven't done that yet. Yeah. A 2. Fuck.
Oh God, let me get that table back open. encounters.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay. All right. So roll me a d4 again for the map.
Mm-hmm. Foul.
You said 4?
Foul.
Yeah. He's a 4.
Okay. Go to 3.
Ooh, that's a pretty cool.
Excuse me. Okay, so you all begin to travel back, avoiding the area where you had run into the Galabadurs, the big rock people, taking a wide berth of that area, trying to avoid that encounter again. We will say, for brevity's sake, long rest as well, because it was getting on nighttime by the time you guys had turned around and started heading back in the same direction. So this would be next morning for you, Killian, since you prepare your spells.
Oh, shit, yeah.
So
fuck.
I'll give you a chance to prepare your spells. While this is happening, you happen upon another cleaner, less disheveled, marshy, kind of swampy, puddly area. This one is more of a pond than like a marsh, because in the middle of this lake, it's about waist deep, out in the middle of here, and then this little cross section that goes across right here, and then another pond off to the other side of it that's about the same waist deep.
Now, waist deep for who, dude? Because, waist deep for me is different for waist deep for them.
Normal people waist deep.
You're probably.
It's a little
on
deep for
some-
you.
I'm
Probably on
definitely on
shoulders.
someone's shoulders.
Yep, it's a little
You get
deep
on
for you.
my shoulders. It's only on
Let's
my
go.
Okay. So, with a very high passive perception, actually, give me a second. Let me roll something right quick. I need out of this one.
I don't know what to prepare.
Prepare something for ouchies. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I have no idea.
I mean, I've got a healing word and I've got my balm of court thingies.
Okay.
Maybe enhance abilities, see if that helps. Call lightning.
Oh,
We don't need
Christ.
tidal wave.
Do you? Okay. So, with the very high passive perception,
Well, now you got me fucking.
It's like, think about it. Does the tidal wave just appear, or is it like...
Yeah. You conjure a wave of water that crashes down on an area, so.
okay.
Magic water.
You have made your way into this clearing. What are you doing?
I'm keeping an eye out for more boulders.
Okay.
It's a rock.
It's a brick. Else.
I'm
And I'll just keep making my way.
looking for more creatures
my way.
of any
Okay.
kind.
With its role and the little area that you are traveling through, Eltonath, you kind of glance off to your left, and you do see a very large lizard-like shape off over in this direction, kind of like slithering between the trees and kind of like up and over the trees.
Coming towards us?
More circling this way than anything. Can you see the green in the tree right here?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. I know, I picked a wrong color. Here, let me do white. Yeah, more circling this way.
Shit.
Alright.
You-
Slowly, quietly, keep backing away.
Mm-hmm.
Away from it. Towards where we want to go.
Okay.
Or actually, I don't know which way where we
You were traveling this direction.
Oh, well then I will go over here.
Okay.
Another wrap around.
Wrap around. Okay. So as you begin to kind of back, like, over, you do see the head begin to poke out. As you guys have fought one of these before, as a behir pokes its head out of the trees and begins to slither in the water towards you all. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Well,
It rolled a 22 on initiative, or not initiative, perception.
Jesus.
Fight.
Fight.
I got 15, but I forgot to select my token.
Okay.
I got 19.
I got everyone's but Neela.
Yeah, give me a second. I was looking at something.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god, I rolled like. Ooh, even with the advantage. Jeez.
Where's my die at? And where's its thing at? Oh.
Rolled it a different way.
Okay.
I rolled 8.
Start. Killian, you are up first. What are you doing?
Shit. Well.
I guess
Let's
it makes
just-
sense since I'm on Elton's shoulders. Sorry.
Let's. Okay. So 20 feet. Hold on.
While you're figuring that out, I really have to use the bathroom. I've been drinking a lot of water. I'll be right back. Jen.
I haven't gone pee once, Frank.
You're not drinking enough water.
Guess that's 20 by 20.
Nah, the screen don't like you.
You don't see it?
What? Oh,
I
I'm not
see it.
looking. Sorry.
I see it.
Okay.
I was
5,
talking to
10,
Chad.
15, 20. Yep, that's 20 by 25.
Well, we'll do 20 by 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. How do I? Okay, give me a second.
You gotta delete that square. Yep.
I'll delete it. It's going to be like, right, that's 4 by 4.
Yep.
We'll do that. I'm going to do entangle just to see if I can get him held. Like
Okay.
on the edge to where, like, if y'all want to. I know Neela's a fighter, so get it to where, like, he's on the edge of it to where we can still run up and, like, yite. But he's going to be held.
You can see that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm also a fighter, so me and Neil are running.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to put it on the edge to where we can still.
Hey, good thing I'm on your
Fuck 'em
shoulders.
up.
We could just
I'm just gonna throw you on.
one of us just puts it. Just one person needs to book it. It's fine.
So yeah, I'll do entangle, but he has to roll a strength check, which I don't remember if these bad boys are strong or not, but we'll find out.
You cast entangle?
Maybe I
Yes, sir.
All right.
maybe I should just stay on your shoulders.
Strength
So-
check. Oh,
Yeah. You have to beat a 14.
that is a failure of a natural 1, and that die is getting retired for today.
Hot damn. So yeah, he is now restrained.
Okay.
Yeah, and if he wants to get out, he has to make another strength check, and so that is my action.
Mhm.
Let me see what other kind of bonus actions I have. Nothing to help, so I will use my bonus action to cast Frostbite. Am I close enough, though? Yeah, just barely. I will cast Frostbite on him. And that is a con save of 14.
Okay, con save of 14.
Yes, sir.
That is a dirty 20 for the con
Fuck.
save.
So I don't think anything happens.
Okay.
I just
No half damage on the frostbite or anything?
no, because it's a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do like my cool magic, and it's gonna be like green flowy stuff, and then just and shit erupts, and he gets entangled, and I'll be like nice, and then try to throw some ice, and it just whiffs.
One of the entangle branches just like smacks it.
Yeah, it's like writhing, and it's just like.
Okay. Moving anywhere.
No
Oh,
way.
shit.
What
What
the
did I just do? Sorry, I think I pressed one of my things on my bookmark thing.
Oh, you're
So
good.
I left. And then I zoom out and move. I have 30 feet. Yeah, I'll just go directly
Okay, well, let's stay there.
back.
Okay.
So that way, if I'll go like 1 square back. Put it
Okay.
this way.
Okie dokie. So, we move to Eltanoth.
Yep. So I'll run with Neela's on my shoulders. So
Mhm.
I'm running with her. 30 feet.
Okay. I will say the depth that you are in over here, in this section right here, is not difficult terrain. But if you get to further out into this stuff, it will begin to turn into difficult terrain.
Okay. Alright. Well, let's do range stuff until it breaks free, I suppose.
Okay.
Okay, so me and Neela will hang out where we are. And I will cast Shatter.
Oh, what's the save on that one?
Yeah.
Con save, deck save.
Oh, wait, no, I have advantage, right? Because he's,
If it's a deck
Okay.
save, then yes.
no, on a crossbow. Oh, on a deck save I do? Oh,
He would have
shit.
disadvantage, I guess, on a deck save since he's restrained.
Shatter is a Constitution, so no.
Okay.
I want to do the.
I'll give you advantage on the crossbow since he's restrained. I don't know if it is or not.
Yes.
I don't know if it is or not, but I'll just say yes.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Attacks on them get advantage.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank God I got advantage.
Yes, it is.
Don't ignore that. I hit the wrong button.
I know.
There we
I
go.
was ignoring it.
17.
That hits.
Okay. Alright. And crossbow. 8 damage.
8 damage. Got it.
I mean,
And
it's
I
good.
will look up at Neela. No, yeah, look up at Neela. She's on top of my shoulders.
mhm.
And say, "You ready for this, little one?" And give you inspiration.
Nice.
I was also gonna say, it's entirely possible since it's currently kind of stuck. We could kind of just go around it in a way, too, if you want to move. Start making our way.
You can. It is currently entangled.
Oh, we don't know for how long, so I guess, yeah, we could move. I'll start moving 30 feet away at least, I guess, so.
Mhm.
Get back to my little guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
Okay. We move to bonus action.
I was Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, okay. Neela, it is now your turn.
Best thing I could do is throw a javelin at it at this point.
Okay. Go ahead. By all means.
I can try. Let's see. Hopefully my terrible rolls don't continue into this.
20. That's a natural 20. That hits.
Yeah.
Yo.
Natural 20.
Yo, yeet.
Too bad.
Okay. 10 points of damage total. 10. What are you doing? Okay. She's got a bug over there that she's playing with. 10 points of damage total. Okay. Bonus action.
No, I don't have anything. I mean, I'll rage. I'll rage so that it
Okay.
gets both of
You have a tiny raging person on your shoulders. We move to its turn. Because your movement's basically based on her. Let me do some measuring here. Okay. So. Shit. Yep. Okay then.
Entangled coming through.
So I need you all to make. I don't know why I did that. That's not the one I wanted to do with this. A dex save at advantage. Okay. Okay. Natural 20 for
Dirty
Killian.
No,
Neela,
that was
you
a
don't
dirty
have
20.
Oh, okay.
to. Because you're technically on Eltonash's shoulders and he dodged it. Okay.
Sweet.
So you do see, because you are all in kind of like knee-deep water, you watch the Behir kind of like look at you all, look down at the roots entangling it, lets out a lightning breath attack as it just arcs into the water and begins to spread out. But just as it's about to reach you all, and you're like, oh fuck, and it just kind of like dissipates as the water volume is too much for it to arc across, and it does not reach you all. However, it is going to try to move and break free of the entanglement. Here's my die. Strength save of
14.
that is a 13. It is still entangled.
Suck a dick.
And that's going to end its turn because it can't do anything else. We move back to Killian.
Yeah. Okay, fuck. What do I have that's not?
Yeah, I will have music next time, I promise you.
You said, wow, like this area is not deep,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it get deeper over here?
No. So it is like pretty much this whole area right here that you're in, kind of like out to here pretty much, is about as deep. The only part that would be difficult terrain would be this stuff right in here.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If he's restrained,
Mhm.
does that make dexterity saving throws like
Disadvantage for him.
disadvantage?
Is it?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
look at entangle.
his speed is 0. He can't do anything.
Yeah, because his
Yeah.
speed is 0, so I don't know if he would automatically fail those or not.
Well, that is up to you, but I am going to cast Erupting Earth.
Okay.
So I choose a point within the ground. A fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on that point. Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw of 14. A creature takes 3d12 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, or half if he succeeds. And then that area becomes difficult terrain until cleared,
Mm-hmm.
which is already difficult terrain.
Yeah. He was right there. Okay. So,
So I'll just put it in the same entangle. It's just going to erupt while the magic of the vines are still.
if his speed is 0, he can't go
He can't.
anywhere.
So it's an automatic
It's disadvantage on dexterity.
Is it disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Okay. What's his dex at? There we go. 3. That is a failure, and it's a failure. He fails.
Right. Let's see what this damage. Oh, that was almost an 11. So 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's gonna stay difficult terrain. Each 5 square foot portion of the area requires at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means other than that place is fucked.
It's very fucked right now.
So that oh.
Go ahead.
that is my action. I am going to have to move. Wait, how far is 60 feet? 60 feet is there, so I can. Oh yeah, I can go like up to here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think that was like where I was.
Mhm.
And then wrong thing. And then I will try to frostbite him again.
Okay. That's
all I got.
What was the save on that?
Con 14.
Ooh, I don't think that's gonna make it either. That is a failure out of 10.
All right, 2d6, and then his next weapon attack roll is at a disadvantage.
Okay, roll your 2d6 damage.
9 cold.
9 cold damage. Cool. Frostbite takes hold as his skin on like the right shoulder begins to like freeze and crack over.
Yeah, so whenever he like does Earthbind, he like reaches his hand, or Erupting Earth, he reaches his hands and just like shoves his fingers into the dirt, and when he rips it up, that's when the earth rips up.
Right underneath him. Okay, sweet. We move to Eltanath next.
An MVP.
Dude, I'm telling you, druids are bomb as fuck. This is my first time and I love it.
Yeah.
I don't ever
Alright,
want to play
so-
anything.
I'm gonna move over here
Okay.
with Neela,
Mhm.
and then I'm just gonna do another crossbow bolt. I
Okay.
guess.
At advantage.
Yeah.
Roly, roly, roll.
I'm rolling.
Roly.
Excuse me.
Rolling. Oh, 11.
Unfortunately, neither of those hit. As they kind of lodge into like a rock. This is a bonus action.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Neela, because you've moved already, it is now your turn.
I got nothing to do.
Okay.
My javelin's gone.
We're gonna go to it. It's again.
Most I can do is maybe cast speak with animals and say, "Phew."
Fuck off, mate.
Yeah, basically.
Oh my god. What's the save on the strength?
Oh, mine, strength 14.
Wow. Okay, it fails. It's stuck there again.
Yeah.
Does it continuously take damage from the earth stuff?
I don't think so. Let me double check. Erupting
Okay.
Earth. It's not a concentration, so I think it's just
It's
like
just
a one
and done. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't get its breath weapon back. It can't fucking move. So it's just going to sit there, hiss, and glare at you all. And as we move to Killian's turn, what are you guys doing?
Well, fuck.
It was almost a natural 18, and then it like tilted back to a 7.
Thank God.
Can I understand it? This is my speak with animals.
No
Pretty
one
much
knows.
just a fuck you, get out of here.
Is it an animal though?
It might be a monstrosity, I don't
Saying, right?
remember. It's a monstrosity. So, no, technically not.
Oh, I did
Oh.
not put that for third level.
What
Okay.
is that? The things on its face, is that part of its face or is that just like spittle?
The things coming out of its face, that's like lightning, spittle. Yeah, because it's technically a lightning creature-esque, because it has a lightning breath and all that fun stuff.
I have a question.
Yes.
I lost my question.
Okay, then. No question. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure, because like a lot of my lower level spells are all like fucking concentration, and then I'd lose concentration on entangle.
Yeah. So,
You use Mage Hand to get a javelin back.
excuse me. No.
It only goes 10 feet.
Yeah, only goes 10 feet, and the strength on it is not that big, or not that
That's
good.
what I was. That's
It's
the part
10
I was.
pounds. I
was-
think a javelin would be less than 10 pounds.
How many pounds do you think it is to pull a javelin out of a behir?
Oh, to pull it. Yeah, that's fair.
Because it's technically
Yeah,
lodged in the
and-
side of a behir right now.
Yeah, I also did natural 20 that. So
Yeah, that bitch is
that
deep.
sucker's stuck in there.
And I will say as a note, but besides the javelin and the earth eruption, most of the things you've thrown at it have hurt it, but all not really that much.
Yeah.
So cold
just-
damp. Oh, so probably like
We need to run away.
It's pissy from all the things that you've thrown at it, and like it's not
made it matter.
unscathed, but it's still very well healthy.
Wasn't it when we did it on the boat? Wasn't it like fire damage or something that made it
possibly.
dry up and?
Yeah, I don't got any fire. I got cold and lightning.
Yeah, hockey's the one with fire.
Are we gonna keep fighting or should we run?
I think we should keep going because you got it stuck.
Until it comes after us, I think we go as far as we can.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll
Double
start.
dash.
Okay.
Yeah, double dash booking,
I will say it is
keeping concentration.
easy enough to double dash out of it, keeping concentration and escaping it. And eventually, you feel your concentration drop on the entanglement as I'm assuming the distance drops more before the time does on the spell. I don't know if there's a distance on the spell.
I'm double. It says 90 feet, but that's
To cast it.
for casting. Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, you feel your concentration drop on the spell, and you feel confident in the distance that you have made from this creature, because you do not hear it pursuing you over the next couple hours. And I will say you all have been able to make it with a bit of a tree following you back to where you had originally met up with Galmus and Billy and Johnny Blaze. No relation to Johnny Sins.
Do we see them anywhere? Any sign of them? Campfire sounds? Anything?
You do find the remnants of the camp, but they are no longer there. However, that is where I'm going to end today's stream, because
Okey-dokey.
my dog needs to go out and I am hungry.
Do you have to pee again?
I do not have to pee. I'm just hungry.
Also,
Hungry.
just realized I had 4 javelins, so I could have thrown some. But
Oh well.
it's better that I don't use them all.
Yeah, but we are also kind of at the time limit that I try to keep the streams at. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. The tree's gonna stay there. But you have all made it back to where you originally met Galmus and Billy and Johnny Blaze and the remnants of the camp that is there. They are no longer there. But you can figure out what you would like to do on the next session. Thank you all for joining us. I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.